Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, behind the camera we got Dylan.
What's up?
Today we are having our final installment of What's in the Box. Not gonna lie though, we're kind of going out with a bang. I would definitely suggest any jazz enthusiasts watching to continue to watch. Getting into some staff picks, recently priced records, new arrivals, and answering your YouTube questions at the end. As always, if you see anything you like, hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. And before we get started, again, since we still got the tees, gotta plug the shirts. Link in bio on the gram. Got plenty of sizes in the shop. Come in and purchase the fall capsule collection. What you been listening to, Dylan? Tell the people.
All right. Well, here's the thing.
Go on.
Can't listen to this here because there's no open copy.
Right.
So this is a special edition. I'm listening to a lot of Buzzcocks.
Yeah.
So please buy a Buzzcocks record. Realistically.
Good call.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to that in my car every day. It's either that or nothing. So, like, dead air nothing, not the band nothing. So,
Right.
So, please buy this album.
It's a 10 out of 10 album, 10 out of 10 band.
Yeah.
You mess with Magazine?
The band.
Yeah.
First album. I don't know anything past that.
Yeah, it's a good one. We'll put together a master list one day of like the true pantheon of
Adult
big, grown man punk. Punk you can listen to as a grown ass man and not feel embarrassed about. Buzzcocks are definitely on that list. Really, God, we'll mix this up. This is half and half you, right?
Yeah,
this is
half me, half you.
Half me, half you.
Yeah.
I've been listening to some Prefab Sprout, particularly this album.
Same.
What's your takeaway? You tell me what you think about this.
At first, I threw it on today.
Go on.
So I can have just to ignore it.
Right.
And then turns out, oh man, this is actually enjoyable.
Delightful.
It's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah.
Digestible. No one's mad.
Yeah, no one's yelling at you.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the music of Prefab Sprout. I'm definitely new to this. If it wasn't for this record coming in the shop, I don't think I'd be giving it the time of day. You know how I would describe it? You ready for this one?
Yes.
Steely Dan meets XTC.
Oh, okay.
Two great tastes that I would not think would work together, but they work loud and equal. Yeah, like a lot of really good playing, like kind of, like if you really listen to it, like, oh my God, they're like, there's chops here.
Yeah.
Because they're playing.
Yeah.
They're not joking around. It has that kind of, also, I don't know how to put it, like a little bit like looking back at the 60s that XTC were doing in the mid 80s. More so like, I don't know, a Brazil 66 kind of outing than like, psychedelic music necessarily, a little bit of lounge or whatever. But really interesting and very big brain, probably agonized over lyrics, which actually is probably true of both Steely Dan and XTC, but I don't know, a little bit more biting and sarcastic. So has that British miserable air over it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. We're on the same page here then.
Yeah.
Okay. Prefab Sprout, good record.
Good time.
And I've been I put this one on on Sunday. Played it quite a bit. It's a genre I really like. It's like new age music that doesn't sound like new age music, like the sons and daughters of Vangelis and Eno and Bo Hansen and that kind of like 70s synthesizer experimentation. It doesn't quite go ambient. There's still like percussive aspects and song elements, melodies and things like that. So it's not just, a bunch of tones for an hour. That sounds like something that would be playing at a spa. There's a little bit of bite to it, but at the same time, very much meant to be, just relaxing background music. This is a really nice one. Not on Spotify, unfortunately, but hey, we got something better than Spotify. We have a record store. So if you like what I said sound appealing, come in and get that. So Dylan, what is in the box? All right, let's take a look. This is the first time these are hitting the shelf. If you like what you see, be here tomorrow around the time we open. I say open, but really it's whenever Dylan gets here. Which is probably right at 11, right?
Every day.
So come on by, check out. Lot of good jazz. Woo.
Jesus.
Not gonna lie to you, a lot of these need to be cleaned. This is raw ore you're looking at, so I wouldn't really recommend stepping to these unless you got a really good cleaning process. But they are, yes, rare batch of jazz. And rare as in you don't see batches of jazz come in at all, and that the jazz is pretty rare. A lot very Miles Davis centric, but got a lot of tasters across the board here. My favorite, probably my favorite record cover of all time.
Really?
One of.
Okay.
Amazing cover. That era, that I gotta look into who that artist is because it's everything he did was great. Free me, am I right? Rare Beatles. I think that's a UK Beatles, which is nice to see. This is like the cleanest copy of this Santana record I've ever seen, and it has the poster. I say cleanest, not so much because it's exceptionally clean, but because every copy you normally see is exceptionally trashed. So just to see one that isn't totally riggedy wrecked is very nice. And yeah, nice batch, Blue Note, jazz, various pressings, various conditions, all priced about right. And that is what's in the box. So if you like some jazz, this box will be waiting for you tomorrow. And yeah, let's get into some new arrivals, shall we? All right, horror movie roundup. What did we see this week?
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
That's right. Made for TV film.
Yes.
From 1981.
Yes.
And it was good. I saw Little Shop of Horrors, the OG Roger Corman version.
Okay.
I really like that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's like Mad Magazine as a horror movie or something. It's like the perfect level of like comedy. I don't know. You can take it legitimately if you really want to. But yeah, I've always really liked that one. And I always want to watch Bucket of Blood after I watch that. That's like my Roger Corman 1-2 punch. But I haven't seen Bucket of Blood yet this year.
We saw Unmasked 25.
That wasn't part of the agenda, but I forgot what the hell else it was called. Hands of Death or something like that.
Honestly, love that movie.
You watched the movie and then you went to sleep.
And then I thought about it after that. And I went, okay, I like that movie. For how stupid it is.
Yeah, that's a really weird one. I guess for everyone listening at home, if you want to watch like romantic comedy with like really brutal death scenes, it's supposed to be a horror comedy. And they do the horror part well, do drama well, but they do not do comedy well. What else did we see that was good? Oh, a PD Wheat Straw, which is arguably I would say
Son-in-Law of the Devil.
Son-in-Law of the Devil. Yeah. Also very lighthearted. I don't know why we're going so lighthearted this year.
It was an accident. I don't think you meant to pick a very lighthearted movie.
Yeah, I would call that one. It was probably like 80 to 85% like blaxploitation and the remainder of horror. But there was enough of a horror element that I think it still qualifies as a spooky Halloween treat. And regardless of how you would classify it, it was very good. I haven't seen a Rudy Ray Moore film in some time. Yeah. Like the comedy is funny. Obviously the horror is ridiculous, but I think they set it up as such. Yeah, that was a movie I watched and I was like, I'm surprised I didn't grow up watching this. This seemed like something I would grow up watching. Like, I was a big fan of like Superfly and, Quentin Tarantino told us all to watch those kind of movies. And so I spent a lot of time watching those kind of movies. Yeah. And then proceeding to like act like I was too cool for Quentin Tarantino. Shoot, I watched something else I'm just drawing a blank.
Oh, I know what you saw.
Oh, hey, what did I see, Dylan?
Oh, we saw your favorite movie, Saw 1 and 2. Saw 2 being your favorite. You watched it.
Haha. Made you see this.
Haha, you saw 2. Haha.
I did.
Yes,
you got me.
There will be blood.
It was Saw Wednesdays.
And Thursday on accident.
YouTube questions, the part of the big show where we answer your questions left on our YouTube channel. Last week, this week. And D Void is asking, what are our favorite Halloween costume memories, favorite costumes, friends' costumes? You got any anecdotes, anything?
No.
You're lying.
I can't think of anything on the top of my head.
Such a.
You're
being shy.
Okay, I got it.
You're being shy.
Last year, I was Misfits Ghoul, Fiend. I had the ghoul mask on, but then Nike tracksuit. So I was like,
Sporty Ghoul.
Because I had the hood and like the nylon hoodie made it look like a cape or whatever.
A cloak.
Yeah, like a cloak. There you go.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, this is
Sporty Ghoul.
Sporty Ghoul.
I liked your F-boy outfit, like the beanie and the camera around your neck.
I forgot.
Which I think you've just accidentally morphed into over the years.
No, everything was
right.
Everything was right, and also like exaggerated.
It was a savage parody of a 2016 Mac DeMarco fan.
And then I went to a Mac DeMarco-esque show, and no one said anything.
That's good. It's hanging in this record store, actually. Pictures of me and my friends. It was like our last trick. We were trick-or-treating when we were we were way too old to be trick-or-treating. And those days will either be really depressing or really hilarious. So I always recommend it if you're too old to go trick-or-treating. And it's not like criminal, like, Chris Hansen isn't going to lock you up, like, 17, 18. Go trick-or-treating with some friends. It's fucking fun. Yeah. My other friend went as like he thought it was, this is one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life. He went as a guy with porn in his briefcase, and he just dressed up as a business guy and put like pornography, like some porno mags in his briefcase, which is which is funny enough.
Yeah.
But then we go, we're knocking on door, going door to door, trick or treat. Oh God, you idiots! Here you go. And then this one lady's like, "Oh, what are you Katie Lang?" Because my friend,
your friend with the...
he just has an effeminate look to him, and he was dressed in a suit with the hair parted on the side.
Yeah,
he looked like Katie Lang, and it was over. Like me and everyone who wasn't him in the group was just keeled over with laughter. In this poor lady's lawn, like floored. Done. It's over. So yeah, I don't think I could top that. From when I was a kid, my mom made me a Ghostbuster costume once. And they had the like plastic proton pack that they sold in the stores or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know why. That's if I have to go like classic, classic, it's the Ghostbusters. But if I have to go like one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life was a lady called my friend Katie Lang. And chiming in on our hot Drive Like Jehu talk from last week, Tone Fiend. He's giving a shout out to Eucalyptus from Pitchfork, and shouting out Shellac and Jesus Lizard because illustrates how broad of a family tree this group is. So shout out Tone Fiend. And lastly, Matthew Atherton hitting us with the favorite either comeback album or deep catalog, like later career album. You got anything?
I would have to think about it. You can go first.
All right. For me, there's no. I would say the 2003 album from Killing Joke, self-titled, their second self-titled album. That's like a religion to me. It's been for like a long time. So that record is kind of like, that's textbook. That's what you would really hope for, I think, which is like just something that is different and embraced and stands the test of time. Almost 20 years now that record has been out for. And it's it's still game changer. And then likewise, that's kind of late catalog. They didn't really break up and then do that one, so I can't really call it. Literally, do not call it a comeback because it would be inaccurate. And then Meebix, Sonic Mass. I always wave. I've been banging that drum for a long time. That's like a big one. And a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a deep cut, but I would say Inferno from Motorhead. I've been that's. Huh?
Like an 03 record?
I think so, yeah.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, that's like the Scorcher. That is the 2000s era Motorhead record to listen to. If there was one record from that, post shit rock and roll really that's gonna like do it for you, it's gonna be Inferno. Or I guess post 1916, let's say. That's kind of the last hurrah, and then boom, Inferno. But there's no real bad Motorhead records. However, the Inferno, you listen to that, you can have a good time. Got anything for the people?
I could off the top of my head now. I had some time to think about it in real time.
You were watching it, people.
I'm gonna say it. The Aquabats charge.
Okay, everyone. If you guys have any questions you would like to hear answered on next week's episode, leave a question in the YouTube comments below, and we will respond to you next week. As always, thanks for watching. Bye. You look like Katie Lang.